Okay, cool. All right, welcome everybody to our first game audio little get-together thingy. Hopefully we'll keep doing this. We might do another one in July, maybe. I think before we get started here, first I want to thank everyone who's helped out in putting this together. So be Michael and Ben. And then I want to thank Alex and the maid for helping us out in donating this space. And in the spirit of that, I want to bring up Alex to kind of talk about the maid and tell everybody what the maid is.
Thank you. And he's wearing the shirt. I'm wearing the shirt. Dren's wearing the shirt. I probably don't even need the microphone. I'm going to blow the levels out because I'm loud. I'm very loud. So thank you all for coming. My name is Alex. I'm a reformed game journalist. Please don't hold that against me. Please. I am a completely reformed game journalist. I don't cover games anymore. I now am the director of this fine nonprofit in which you stand. We are a 100% volunteer-run nonprofit. We have free programming classes for kids and adults as well. We teach Scratch, Android, art. We've done Photoshop classes. We've done classes in PreSonus and Pro Tools. We have a site license for PreSonus if anybody wants to teach PreSonus to random kids off the street. We have lots of events, like an interactive fiction group that meets once a month. We have birthday parties. We have tournaments in Smash, Street Fighter V. And as well as playable exhibits of all the old systems over in the other room. Again, as a nonprofit, one of the things that we always need is help with donations and volunteers, so it'd be wonderful to have some people volunteer to teach or just come out and be a docent and mind the room. We're a wonderful collection of volunteers. You've probably met some of them. Anders back there is running our Twitch stream. He's a very excellent volunteer. He's not even looking up to acknowledge it. So. But we appreciate anything you do to spread the word. If you work for big corporate game companies, I realize that they probably don't have any money, but if they can donate to us, it would be wonderful. Without further ado, I guess I should hand it back over to Dren, who's going to continue to celebrate the eating festivities. We'd love to have you all back, so if you think of any other events that you want to host, we can talk.
Great. Okay, so we have two cool talks for you guys tonight, and our first speaker. Let's welcome Ben Gabaldon to talk about Marvel.
All right. Hello, everybody. Met many of you. So when Dren wanted to put this together, trying to come up with topics, especially when I'm being followed by my boss on something that I found to be absolutely critical to my career and something that I see sort of people struggle with in general. So I think the most important thing that came to mind was just especially coming from the perspective of building your career from the beginning, getting familiar with people and teams, finding ways to communicate with everybody, and just get yourself more plugged into the team as a whole so that you can actually contribute more than just creating content, throwing it over the wall, and just having people plug it in, just whatever happens. So I decided I'm going to pin this down. My very first AAA project I worked on, I showed up at Zillion. I knew nothing about Wise, I knew nothing about Unreal, never met any of these people, and it was incredibly uncomfortable. So I figured that would be a great place to start for anybody especially that hasn't done this before. Just sort of what my experience was like, starting out brand new and trying to get familiar with being an actual sound designer for a AAA company. So, an intro, so I'm not just a random person here talking about experiences that relate to you. I've been working in sound for games for about 11 years. I started out in a small company out in Sausalito doing educational games to teach children about neuroscience. So it was a very, very small team, and I was the only audio person, so there wasn't a whole lot of experience in growth that I could pull from that. But it was an introduction to responsibility and creating content to make everybody happy on the development team. Then I moved on to another company. Oh, where's the microphone? I'm going to turn it that way. All right. Then I moved on to a company that basically was a rotating door of games all day, every day, constantly. And they okay. Basically wound up working on hundreds and hundreds of games, constantly, just sound day after day, and they had this fancy little idea of starting to rent me out to companies where I would on-site sound designer at AAA or indie developer. So I started getting very familiar with what it's like starting a new job professionally. My day-to-day job was go be new at a new company and get to know everybody, get plugged into the pipeline. So that's another reason why I felt like this would be a great talk to give, because I have this experience of going in, getting started, figuring out what does and doesn't work, who to talk to, and why it's important. Oh, and then most recently I moved on to Donkey, the robotics company in San Francisco, so I'm now senior designer there and completely responsible for this new super secret robot. All right, so this is sort of the overview so that I don't get completely off track, but I wanted to start with what it was like starting at the very beginning, go through what I was learning unintentionally or intentionally, and as I was developing my relationships with people there, figuring out what that does, what the impact on my ability to work was, a lot of this was developed over failures. I failed a lot, so finding out what worked and how it worked is something that I've been able to recreate on other projects. So I want to start from where I began, these little things that I had done, what the benefits were, and then basically what that's taught me now and how I can apply it to my career going forward. And then in the end, I'll just talk about random stuff. So again, Marvel Heroes is really where it all started. But I wanted to, that's sort of the focus of today, and that's what really all these roots kind of grew in. But then other projects that I would start out, like I said, Fates Forever is a game that I just had to jump in. I was the only audio guy at a small indie dev trying to, a very ambitious mobile project. And I needed to integrate with the team very quickly. They had very fast turnaround times, very high expectations, and if I didn't know who to talk to, how to communicate with them, how to get my point of view across, it would have failed miserably. Civilization Online is another game. It's a different environment where I was working with a small group of sound designers, and being able to take a unified vision and aesthetic and get that out the door immediately. Thousands of sounds, has to be perfect. A lot of people working on it, that was tough. Same thing with Lords of the Fallen. Same group of people, really high expectations, and being able to communicate with the team effectively so that what goes out the door makes everybody happy. So, going all the way back to Marvel Heroes, this is 5 or 6 years ago when, so the origin story of that was I was sold to Gazillion, rented out on a 3-month contract, basically saying, I'm a Wise expert, had never seen Wise before in my life. I'm going to use Unreal. Never seen Unreal before in my life, but I had to pretend like I'm this seasoned AAA audio veteran, and that's where we begin. So I sat down at my desk and started like this. I'm sitting at my desk, and the weird thing about Gazillion is at the time the Marvel Heroes team was on the entire other side of the building, and where I sat was myself, the audio director, and a whole lot of empty desks. There was, I think, a platform team, and then another game development team was in a small little circle. So it really was the most isolated environment you could possibly be in on a team of 120 people working on Marvel Heroes. Which I don't know if anybody doesn't know. Marvel Heroes is a MMO, Marvel Universe, huge game. Really massive undertaking, and being new and trying to pretend like I know exactly what I'm doing when I'm sitting right next to the audio director, I can't reveal to her that I don't know what I'm doing. I had to find ways to get involved and work my own way in. So one of the first things, this is sort of my own, a lot of this is anecdotal, and it's how it worked for me, but I want to share what I learned from it that I've been able to utilize going forward. So first thing is, I got a gag gift, a Snuggie once, and it was stupid. It was like, oh, that's whatever. But I had a really cold office, so I'd wear it. And it's really comfortable. Like a full fleece thing, it's amazing. So working at Gazillion, I'm not sitting by anybody that I know. And I just did my job done, so I was like, I'm going to bring my Snuggie in. I put the Snuggie on my desk, and I would just do my job. And it's totally serious. I'm not, Snuggie's a lifestyle. So once that happened, I noticed that people that would come by, like the project managers would come by, anybody who was talking to the audio director would see that, and they would stop me like, are you wearing a Snuggie, seriously? And a dialogue would happen that I completely didn't intend on, and I accidentally started meeting people just because it sort of started breaking down the walls, and it made me more approachable. Even though nobody's ever met me, it suddenly became this conduit of conversation, and they'd be like, what do you do here? And I'm like, I'm the only audio guy here. And it started, it just started working for me. And that sort of leads to a similar thing. I know this is, anybody who's worked in game development has seen this, and it's probably completely common, but I didn't know this. I had this boring white desk, two screens. It's such a just disappointing view all day at work. But everybody else on the creative side, they have swords hanging from the ceiling, they've got toys all over their desks. Everybody's got something cool that's represented in them, and sort of their own expressions. People got their alien, the xenomorphs, they've got all kinds of cool stuff. And I didn't. So I went out and what do I like? And I went and bought two little Castle Crashers figurines, and I stuck them up on desks. And again, it's one of those things that I was like, well, bring a little bit of personality, bring something out of myself that I'm not just another seat at the company. And as soon as that happened, again, people come by the desk and I'm like, oh my God, where'd you get those? And we'd start talking about Castle Crashers. And again, didn't mean to do that. It breaks down these walls, people become people, and you just start kind of sharing collective interests. And so that was for me. Again, beer. A lot of game companies have beer or beer-related things. I happened to sit on the wrong side of the building for getting into the creative part, but I sat by the only beer keg in the entire company. So people would go across the entire building on Fridays, and they'd stand 30 feet away from me and they'd start drinking. So I was like, well, they've already seen the Snuggie, they've already seen my toys, I'm just going to go stand there and have a beer. And it's another one of those things where having a beer at work, people's like guards down. It's this social community thing. So that is how I met my first friend. I happened to meet the only people who routinely come out on Fridays were the tech artist and the VFX artist. And they'd stand there, drink beers, I'd go have a beer, and then I developed my first personal relationship with people in the company. That was awesome. So sort of breaking down the walls on who I am, getting lightly associated with people. Then I met people that actually would come to my desk and hang out and talk to me. So that was great. And that wound up turning into, if I had a question for tech artists. So that was the best person to me first. Tech artist. I was like, okay, well, I'm having a technical issue. You're an artist. How do I fix this? And then he'd take me to somebody else's desk. He's like, oh, well, you need to talk to the modeler, or you need to talk to the animator. You need to talk to this person. He's able to branch me out to all these people. So I was using my newfound relationship with this tech artist to say, well, talk to this person. And then I started learning all these points of contact. And then I started meeting other people. And even though they don't come over to my side of the building, they know that I'm there. They know what I do. They now can associate a face to all the audio that's going into the game, or at least the environment audio. So I consider that social coattail because I just use that as a way to start getting introduced to other people on the team. So by then, I know 10 people's names, and I know what they do, and I know who to go to for that. And the next thing that happened, the weirdest thing, it was probably the most explosive sort of social team-building exercise was the modeler, 3D modeler, senior. At some point in his career decided, I'm going to start doing push-ups at my desk. So that started like spreading around the whole art team, and then he's like, everybody go to the game room, and we're going to do push-ups 4 times a day. So somebody, actually, the tech artist actually came to me and said, hey, we have this push-up group. Why don't you come do push-ups with us? And there's this huge room, the whole creative team, they're doing push-ups, and it's such a silly thing, but it was awesome. And then I got to know everybody, and starting to get community connected to actual communities, and getting involved when they would go to lunch, or when they would, go for drinks after work, or if somebody had a birthday, they'd go out. And it was just little incremental steps of starting off extremely shy and just kind of trickling into developing these relationships and showing that I'm involved. Instead of being like, no, I'm not going to do that, just going and being involved. It was awesome. And so one of the things I started noticing is, I want this to keep going. I need to get to know other people. I need to really sort of insert myself as an important person on the creative, because I'm still isolated. Day in, day out, they still don't see me. So I need to sort of accelerate that. And I'm thinking, how am I going to do that? And the tech artist, one of the main reasons I met him, he's just extremely outgoing. So I show up with beer. He just starts talking to me. And I'm like, well, I could just do that. I could just start talking to people too. I don't have to be like, well, I'm going to wait till social people come to me. I found ways to just start talking to people. If they have toys on their desk, be like, where'd you get that term in there? That's awesome. Or where did you what are you working on? That's sort of my favorite thing was, well, what are you working on? I have no idea how VFX works. I don't really necessarily care. But I want to talk to them, and I am sort of interested in what the process is, and so I realized that the people that build those communities and start that sort of connectivity, I could be that. I could be the one who goes out and does that. So started doing that. It was great. And then the last point is that's all great. Building this really strong sort of social network. You're having fun. You're having drinks. You're doing push-ups. You really have to do a good job at the end of the day. So the part about being the professional is if you are friends with everybody, but you check in some bad script or code and leave for the day without seeing that broke the build, that lasts. And that ruins those relationships. So do a good job. Also check your work, make sure other people are happy with your work, and be a reliable person on the team. So those are all things that people could trust me. They could come for audio meetings they had. They would know that I fulfill it, and we could all maintain this sort of fun relationship, but also a matter of professional respect. So I think I've covered a lot of this already, but this is sort of my stumbling through the process for the first time, and I started off as a 3-month contract. It was just going to be a short term, get the environment taken care of, and then things went well. So it extended to 6 months, and after 6 months, I was like, why don't you just stay here for a year? And at the end of the day, it was 5 days a week, 18 months, and that was, I think it started 4 or 5 years ago, and that relationship just continued. They wouldn't drop me, so they just kept hiring back out there. And once the full-time stopped, I would just do 1 week out of the month. But anyhow, after building all these relationships, I started to know everybody in the company, and the benefits that started coming back, not just feeling part of the community, the game development was, now that I know where the animator is, if I'm working on an animation and something's messed up, footsteps aren't triggering, it seems like it's running backwards, I don't understand the skin, it's like completely morphed out, everything's wrong. I know who to go talk to. And so it's great developing these relationships, but now I'm accelerating my own ability to be productive, knowing who to talk to. So animator, I know who he is, I know who his lead is. I'm friends with his lead. We just did push-ups that morning. The modeler, I can see what he's working on. Especially the tech artist, he's the guy that things are totally not working. I can go straight to him, I need scripts for this, I need this and this. So it's not just about making friends, it's about knowing how to do your job and how to support other people doing their jobs. And the other side of that, the whole truth thing is something that happened a lot. And it happened not just in Heroes, but happened in a couple of the other games I had screenshots of. What started off is one sort of idea. For example, you walk into a room in Heroes. There's a couple chairs. They're just static objects. You walk around the chairs. The next week, all of those chairs explode if you touch them. And nobody told me about that. And that was a problem in the beginning, because I'm basically playing this product where I don't really know anybody. There's no tracking some of this. Most of the main things that are going through the project, they go through tracking. They have tasks assigned. But sometimes artists are like, wow, that's awesome. That table should explode. That the door should explode off. Or we're gonna have this new floor texture. And it's just like they're artists, so they just change it out. And that's great. I hope the game does a lot better for it. But nobody's there to tell me. And if I don't know who they are. So that was the major benefit I saw was being like, hey, artists, environment people, just let me know when things explode. Because I will make them sound like they explode instead of just, the wrong explosions. I don't want to have a chair explode. It sounds like, a missile silo being destroyed. So that's the other side. You get connected with knowing when things are coming down the pipe. People want to tell you their ideas, and you can fulfill your side without missing a beat, and nothing just falls through the cracks because you're part of the development team. And again, this comes back to even more getting plugged in, like actually getting invited out to birthdays and being part of the community as a whole, not just professionally, not just socially at work, but like you develop relationships that go a little bit further, and you can actually hang out outside of work and have good time. You can have beer. So that's all great. That was the whole sort of situation that I had with developing on Gazillion and some of those other earlier games. But as somebody who just started a new job in January, a whole new company, I feel like I understand all those things. They do make sense, but it never gets easy. So starting a new job, I'm starting all over again. I need to know who the UI designers are. I need to know who the robotics engineers that I need to speak to are. And again, I have to take all these old tricks where it's like, all right, once I know 10 people's names of the company, I'll start running Snuggie. Then I've got a little Nintendo emulator, and it's just bring that to the desk. I know that things like this, or the Castle Crashers, throw them on the desk right away. People buy and talk about that. I have a little Nintendo emulator. Power on in the morning, figure out what game I want to run. I'll have like Contra, like just the intro screen running, and people walk by and oh my god, I played this since I was a kid. It's like we're friends now. What do you do? And so that's something I'm still developing, and it's still hard to do. But knowing these tricks and having done this in the past, knowing what works and what gets people's attention has been really helpful for me. What else? Yeah. And this isn't going to just stop here. Part of the career is taking these experiences, and each time you jump forward, each time you meet new people, it's not just starting from scratch again. It's I know how to do this. I feel comfortable doing this. I feel perfectly comfortable now starting a new job and knowing how to develop relationships. And it's starting a new job is scary. But the more you know these sort of ways to get integrated into the team and understanding development, then it just becomes another day at work. So, I guess the last bit that I've wanted to cover is every year that I go to GDC, I think I've been there 8 years, and every year that I go back, there's somebody else that I know that is now off on this other project, and it's not just audio, but it's like that tech artist. He was my friend, moved on to Sucker Punch, but now he knows all these other people that have moved on. People have gone to Relic, people have gone to Riot. These people are going to maintain. What? Yeah, we've gone to Riot. But it's not just audio. Like everybody that you work with, they have careers. They have career paths that go on. So when you have a development cycle, you're integrated in, you get to know everybody, they trust you, they rely on your work, that is going to propagate into the industry for the rest of your career. And building strong relationships isn't just about getting one game done. It's about contributing to the community, contributing to games in general. But that also comes back to the audio community where it's even smaller. And going to GDC every year, it's like, I know exactly who you are, where are you working now, how's life, how's the kids, how's everything, and it's a little bit more personal. So and that's where you really get your recommendations. You have people that are like, oh, there's a job opening. I'm going to pull my friend in that I worked with once because I like him, or I know him. And there's only 50 of us in the world. So that's generally it. But I kind of want to come back to the very beginning of this, where I think I learned a lot of this. So the part that I left out was when I started Gazillion, it wasn't just me. I actually started there, and they to prove that I knew why, they actually shipped in Damien Kaspauer, and he sat next to me. So I didn't know what I was doing, and it dawned on me as I was making this presentation that everything that I've learned, all these little things like toys, and bringing out the Nintendo, like meeting people and being nice and doing a good job and going out of your way to introduce yourself. These are all things that he was doing for the 3 months he worked with me. And it just dawned on me, he actually had a little carrying case that he brought his Xbox with, and when people went home at night, he'd throw it open up a meeting room, and put it on the 16-inch screen, and he always had a case of toys. And I'm like, holy crap, Damien's been doing this whole time, and I've learned a lot of that from him, and I just had to live it myself. So I feel like this story might not be completely unique to me, and so I hope it helps some of you that might have to go through this. That's it. Let's hear it. Actually, Super Nestro. It's a friend of mine actually down in one of my coworkers on Fades Forever. Her husband develops these, so he's really hardcore into. I almost like the link. He's really hardcore to like old nostalgic Nintendo stuff. So he builds these emulators, Raspberry Pi, and puts them into old classic consoles. So there's NES, we'll put it in PlayStation. I have a Super Nintendo, my childhood Super Nintendo, guts it. Puts in the Raspberry Pi, and then built the menu, so you power it on, and it's. I think it has 13 systems on it, any ROM you want. I'll maybe try to put them in touch with you guys, because really? So every day. That's my first thing I do. I get in, I throw it on my laptop, plug it in, my password, turn on the Nintendo, and pick a game it's gonna run. Yeah. I had Nintendo at Somatone. But that was just for my own personal pleasure, a lot of wasting time. At Anki, I knew that if I was out in the open, like, let me just turn this on, and it was perfect. Run Street Fighter 2, people like, oh my god, that's amazing. Or just old Super Mario 2, I got really good at that, so put that on, play through it, and people love it. And it'll stop people, and they'll hang out for a bit. I've got two controllers, like we're gonna play Super C. Yeah. Anybody else?
All right, cool. Thanks, Ben. So, Michael's going to get set up. Yeah, it'll just take a second. Might be a good chance if you want to take a quick break or rest there, or grab another water. It's going to take him about 2 minutes to go. And then we'll start with Oddworld.